Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9 and Text 18. Yasmat bibhemi aham api dviparadha dishnyam adhyasitaha sakalaloka namaskrutam yat tepe tapaha bahusavaha avarurutsamanaha tasmai namaha bhagavate adhimakhaya tubhyam yasmad bibhemi ahamapi dviparadadishnyam adhyasita sakalaloka namaskrutam yan tepe tapo bahusavava rurussamana tasmai namo bhagavate dimakhaya tubhyam yasmad bibhemi ahamapi dviparadadishnyam adhyasita sakalaloka namaskrutam ya tepe tapo bahusavova rurussamana tasmai namo bhagavate dimakhaya tubhyam. Sakalaloka namaskrutam yam tepe tapo bahusavova rurussamana yasmat, from whom, bibhemi, fear, aham, I, api, also, dvipara ardha, up to the limit of that big number, into 2, into 30, into 12, into 100 solar years. Dishnyam, place, adhyasitaha, situated in sakalaloka, all other planets, namaskrutam, honored by, yat, that, tepe, underwent, tapaha, penances, bahusavaha, many years, avarurussamanaha, desiring to obtain you, tasmai, unto him, namaha, I do offer my obeisances, bhagavate, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, adhimakhaya, unto him who is the enjoyer of all sacrifices, tubhyam, unto your Lordship. Translation, purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swamy Prabhupada. Translation, Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are indefatigable time and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a life duration of 2 paradhas, although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many years of penance for self-realization, still I offer my respects unto you. Please repeat, Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are indefatigable time and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a time duration of 2 paradhas, although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many years of penance for self-realization, still I offer my respects unto you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Brahma is the greatest personality in the universe because he has the longest duration of life. He is the most respectable personality because of his penance, influence, prestige, etc., and still he has to offer his respectful obeisances unto the Lord. Therefore, it is incumbent upon all others who are far below the standard of Brahma to do as he did and offer respects as a matter of duty. Dasanastha Bhaktivedanta Parpoto Madhyanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Brahma is in the knowledge and is showing his humility here. He is not showing humility artificially, but in knowledge. What is humility in knowledge? He understood the position of himself, is clear what is he, and then also he knows the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And knowing his position, he is offering his respects to him. Brahma knows his own exalted position. He says, Aham api dviparadha dishnyam. Although I am in an abode which will continue to exist for dviparardha. So Prabhupada has mentioned that number here. That means a very long span. So that's why he is the greatest personality. Prabhupada mentions in the purport, because of his long span of life, is actually the greatest personality within the universe. Dviparardha dishnam adhyasita sakala loka namaskrutam. And then I am the sakala loka namaskrutam. I am the leader of all other planets in the universe. Brahmaji is playing a very important role. He is the leader in distributing this understanding about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the leader of all other planets in the universe. And then tepe tapo bahusava. For many years he has performed the tapas. So in this universe, tapas is the power. One becomes influential only by performing tapas. one can, and particularly if the tapas is meant for attaining Krishna, ava rurusamana, desiring to obtain you, one should perform very severe penances to attain Krishna. One should not be hesitant to take all kinds of tapas in order to attain Krishna. So Brahmaji has shown by his personal example for thousands of Divya years he has performed tapas in order to attain Krishna, in order to have the darshan of the Supreme Lord. So he has all these qualifications. One is that he has a long span, then he is the leader of all the planets, and then he has undergone lot of penances for self-realization, to understand what is he. But tasmai namo bhagavate, I offer my obeisances unto you. And who are you? Adhimakaya, the enjoyer of all the sacrifices, and he himself is the time. Lord himself is the time, indefatigable time. So Brahma is thoroughly understood his position. There is no confusion for him. And when he says Sarvaloka Namaskrutam Tepo Tapo Bahusava, I have performed so much of penances, then my lifespan is Dviparadha Dishnam, it appears that he is very proud. But actually he is mentioning his capabilities or his characteristics. He knows. But by these good qualifications or facilities, Brahma has not become proud. In fact, he is very humbly, he is saying, Api, aham api, although I am all this, I still pay my respects unto you, because adhimakhayatu. He knows clearly what is Krishna's position. He knows he came from him only. So this is the real humility. Humility and knowledge. So the system of recognizing the superiors, the superiority of the other personality, has started from beginning of the creation. Apparently Lord Brahma is the first creature, but still he recognizes the superiority of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nobody is there, so I can just boss over, or I can become the superior. I am the all in all. These kind of feelings or that kind of thinking is not there. Actually, in this world, everybody will have this. He has to recognize his superiors, and then he has to recognize who are his equals, and he has to recognize who are his juniors, inferiors. Everybody has to recognize this. And then generally, they receive the service from the juniors, and then they give service to the superiors. Everybody has this kind of a framework. Nobody is exempt from this. You will have to give service to someone, and then at the same time, maybe some people will be serving him also. But there is only one personality who only receives the service, and he has got no one else to render service to. And that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Brahma knows. He is the Supreme Lord, is the enjoyer of all these sacrifices, offering service, offering obeisances, it's all sacrifices. Lot of ego we have to sacrifice to bend our head in front of somebody else. In this world, nobody wants to bend his head. On the other hand, they expect everybody should bend in front of me. This is the situation in this world. Radha Govinda keys. So we all have to bend our head in front of Radha Govinda. So Brahma is setting that example. He is Adi Guru, one of the paramparas, Adi Acharya. So that system exists in the Vaishnava community also. One may be having a lot of qualifications, like Lord Brahma, but in comparison to his qualifications, what are our qualifications? We have no ability to do tapas, we have no such long spans, all those facilities are not there. But then Lord Brahma, he is offering his obeisances. So similarly here in the Vaishnava community also there is a system that we should recognize that yes, they are all my seniors. I have to offer my respects. And although they don't want to receive any service, some devotees will try to give service. And of course there are friendly relations with the equals. With equals we can have friendly relations. Sometimes superiors also may be friendly, but that respect should be maintained. And so Narada Muni explains that superiors have to be treated with respect and not with envy. We should not envy the superiors. Or look at the facilities, look at the position, or look at the kind of things that are available to this man or to that man. Outside also this is the same phenomena. They keep comparing with everybody else. So that comparison makes them envious. Sometimes if they see somebody superior to them. So in the outside world, the superiority comes in terms of the money, in terms of the wealth, some position, power. This is the superiority in those terms. But in Vaishnava community, we see how sincerely one is rendering services to Krishna. We see the life that, the amount of time that he has given for the service of the Lord. Brahma is mentioning about the time that he has for rendering service to Krishna. So similarly, we recognize, okay, this devotee has been serving for the last 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So that devotional service, tepe tapa, the penances that he is taking, sometimes the life is not so easy. It brings all kinds of challenges. But devotees, they do not stop their service. Despite all the challenges, he is continuously thinking, what can I do, something, even in this condition. What can I offer to my Lord, even in this condition. That focus on service like that, on our chanting is service, sadhana is service. From morning till night we are doing only service. We are living our life as a servant of God. That is our identification. I am a servant. See, Mamaiva Amsha Jiva Loke. So since I am an Amsha, I am a servant, how to lead the life as a servant of God, Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is been taught by the Acharya. So that's why one recognizes that yes, if somebody has more abilities and facilities, instead of materially comparing and thinking that even I should get such facilities or such qualities and that kind of a ability and all that, there is no need to endeavor separately for acquiring some abilities. There is no need to run behind these abilities and skills. What you have, nicely engage in Krishna's service. And as part of the Krishna service, then you have to acquire little more ability, little more skill, that and all Krishna will give. Other than that, one should not think, a race like that. Oh, he has got a lot of abilities and this and that. So, if I also can acquire like that, then I will have a better situation. No, this is not the calculation in Vaishnava community. Somebody may have a lot of abilities, but then after rendering all those things in Krishna service, if he becomes proud, then he is actually not progressing. Ultimately, what Krishna sees is how we are utilizing the facilities that he gave to us. Somebody, some abilities and qualifications may be there, somebody it may not be there, materially speaking, but if both of them are sincerely engaged in Krishna's service, Krishna accepts them equally. He will not go by our wonderful material qualifications. Oh, he is very beautiful, or he has got a lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of wealth and this and that. He is not going to be. He is not attracted by such opulences like that. He is attracted by pure devotional attitude. Krishna comes under the control of only pure devotion. That's all. He'll say, wow, this living entity is. He gets attracted only if the living entity is exhibiting the pure devotional attitude. Otherwise, Krishna will not come under control of anybody. Opulences will not attract him because he is Shadaishwarya Purna. Unlimited opulences are there in him. And if you see any little opulence, little spark here and there in this world, you will see that. For example, Krishna is the most beautiful. Sometimes you will see that spark in somebody. Look, she looks very beautiful. So, yadhyad vibhutim sattvam. Krishna is saying, if you see any vibhuti, any opulence in this world, mama tejo amsha. It is nothing but an amsha of my teja, my power or my opulence. See? So that means he is the original owner, possessor of all these opulences. And then he gives those opulences to the living entities according to their destiny and then according to whatever they deserve. And they are all in minute quantity. Some power you see in this world, a minute quantity. What is that power? Prime Minister of one country. There are so many countries in this world. Here Brahma is saying, I am Sakala Loka Namaskrutam. All the planets are, paying obeisances to Brahma. Namaskrutam te pay tapa. Here also a lot of politicians, they do a lot of tapas, particularly before elections. After that, drink and sleep for many years. So, what is Brahma's position? But still, he is desirous of doing lot of penances to acquire Krishna's attention. See, this is the position of the Supreme Lord. To get the attention of the Supreme Lord, it's not easy. Adhimakaya. You have to sacrifice a lot. And he is the enjoyer. He is the result, he is the end goal of all that sacrifice. So, in this age, the sacrifice, what is the sacrifice that we can offer for the pleasure of the Lord? That has been described. In this age, we have to perform Sankirtan. We have to perform chanting and hearing and Sankirtan of the holy name of the Lord. For the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is in golden form. He is always Krishna Varnam. That golden Krishna, generally you see black Krishna. The golden Krishna is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he is Krishna Varnam, always glorifying Krishna, or he is in the category of Krishna. Krishna Varnam means, Varna is in the category of Krishna. He is not different from Krishna. He is Krishna only. Son of Nanda Maharaj assumes the mood of Srimati Radharani, that is golden Krishna. So when we do chanting and Sankirtan, we are worshipping that form. Krishna Varnam, but he is Tvisha Krishnam. He is not blackish. Sangapangasha Parshadam. And then he is not alone. He is with his Sa Anga, limbs, that means associates, expansions. Upanga, servitors. Sangapanga, astra, weapons. This Lord comes with weapon. In one place, Jiva Goswami says, the weapon of Lord Chaitanya is his own bodily beauty. That's why he is known as Gauranga. Kali Yuga, people get attracted to gold, golden complexion, white complexion or golden complexion. So, that attraction actually originally meant for Lord Chaitanya, but then they get attracted to somebody else. So this is Sangopangasha Parshada, along with his pure devotees, companions. That's Yajna Sankirtana prayer. This is and what is the Yajna? Sankirtana Yajna. Yajanti, then whom are you worshipping? This Supreme Lord. Yajanti Sumedasaha. Intelligent people, they worship Lord Chaitanya, who is always Krishna Varnam, but he is not blackish. Tvisha Krishnam is golden in color. And he is also chanting. And then he is very happy if the chanting is spread, if the Sankirtan is spread. There is one personality who takes pleasure if the Sankirtan is expanding. And that is Krishna himself, but in golden form. So as the chanting increases, more and more, Lord Chaitanya is very pleased. And if we follow Lord Chaitanya's parampara, acharya, Prabhupada's instructions, very easy to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaur Nithai, and then this Sankirtana, whatever chanting and hearing we do will be the simplest way to Avarurusamana, desiring to obtain you. Here Brahma is saying, he wants to obtain Krishna's shelter. He wants to obtain his attention, Krishna's attention on him. He wants to obtain his affection, his love towards him. But all that he has to do tepe tapo, very severe penances he has to do for thousands of years. Actually, that's the actual position of the Supreme Lord. It's not easy, but it's been made very easy in this age. It has been made very easy because Lord knows that we cannot do any big tapas like that. Simply chant and hear, that's the sacrifice. Along with other Vaishnavas, it's a Sankirtana, chant together, that's a Sankirtan. If nobody is there, you keep Prabhupada's chanting, chant along with Prabhupada, Sankirtan. Yajnai Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti, then you are worshipping Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So service to Nama Prabhu is highly pleasing to Lord Chaitanya. And we will very quickly advance in self-realization. Any ignorance which is stopping us will be destroyed by the Gaurnitai's mercy. They came here to remove that deep ignorance in our hearts. And how are they worshipped? Just by chanting and hearing nicely. So this tapas we have to do. When we sit or walk little bit to chant our rounds in the morning for 2 hours, how attentive to the process of this Sankirtan. This is the tapas, that's all we have to do. This is the tapas. If the 2 hours we are little attentive and don't succumb to various Maya's influences, Maya's jugglery, so many inattentions it will introduce into the environment, Maya. Exactly around 6 o'clock or so, there will be a heavy sleep, one wave will come. So these are all, Maya's effects going on. So devotees have to be very alert. Don't neglect your worship. Don't neglect this sacrifice. This is the only thing which we can sacrifice. What else we can sacrifice? So that's why be very alert when we are chanting and hearing. Don't fall for the Maya's tricks, inattentions. Then very quickly, Ava Rurusumana, we will also attain Krishna. Krishna Prema is been made easy just by chanting Hare Krishna. Let's stop here. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, can you kindly detail what is the relation between tapas and humility, Prabhu? Austerity and humility. So is they interlinked?
Yeah. Tapas generally makes ordinary people proud. If somebody does lot of tapas, what happens is, he will progress. He will progress in his life. So when they progress like that, people become very proud. I did it. Because of my hard work, because of my hard tapas, I have attained this position. Actually, if you see some of the people, their talks, you will see they are very proud. It is my own hard work and endeavor by which I am today in this grand position. This is what ordinary people think. But when Brahma performed his tapas and he attained the most exalted position in the in this universe, you see his attitude. He is saying, "My Lord, yes, all these things are there, but then you are adhimakaya. It's all meant for you. My tapas is also meant for you. So I pay my respects unto you." This is humility. Humility means recognizing our insignificant position in front of the Lord. This is humility. A devotee desires that all the respect that is coming to me is actually meant for Guru and Krishna. He is not keen to receive a lot of respect. He is not keen. He is very eager to pass on to Guru and Krishna. This is humility. Because he knows his position. What am I? Behind me, my spiritual master is standing tall. His organization is standing tall. That's why people are respecting me. And if I go out of this, if somebody goes out of this organization, then again Maya takes over. One can become again back to the same old things. So we know, always we should remember, somehow I am here, I am able to manage my life only because my Guru's blessing, and because I am trying to do whatever he has given me, those little tapas, this is what is keeping us. Otherwise Kali Yuga very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Outside association, outside environment, surcharged with anti-God, in disobedience to the Supreme Lord. Everything is like that, surcharged like that. So this is the danger. So when we go out, that's what we see, everybody is engaged in. That's why we should be very careful to recognize that I am today here in this position and I am able to do my seva because of a great mercy of the spiritual master and the Supreme Lord. Guru Krishna Krupa. That's why I got this opportunity. That's why devotees are they try to serve the Lord, serve the mission. They are very, very obligated, they are very thankful, grateful to the spiritual master that yes, I got some seva. Devotees have to cherish the service opportunities. They have to cherish. They should take pleasure in doing service. Enthusiastically, devotees want to do more and more services. In fact, if services are not there, they are very upset. Devotees will become very upset. They don't want to remain, all those things. So, this should be our mood. Our humility is to recognize that I am, behind me there is a big setup by which today I am existing like this. That setup he recognizes. Brahma is able to see the setup because he saw the whole lotus. He knows the lotus is coming from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. He knows all the setup that has been done before he appeared into this universe. See? That background arrangements he is able to see and says, yes, my Lord, you are worthy of respect. Similarly, we should also recognize how many facilities and setup is being done by my seniors and my superiors and my spiritual master, and then behind spiritual master, our entire Guru Parampara, how much tapas they have done to bring it to this level. If Goswamis have not given the literature, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, if they have not given the literature, by receiving from Lord Chaitanya, Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipunau, very expertly they have analyzed all the Vedic literatures and compiled that wonderful books that they have given to us. If that is not there, then where is the question of understanding Krishna consciousness so easily the way we are able to understand today? And those things are all, sometimes they are all hidden in either Sanskrit or Bengali or whatever, and then who knows if Prabhupada has not given that knowledge. and then he has not told us how to implement that knowledge. You can see the importance of each and every Acharya, the Goswamis and the entire Parampara. So much of hard work is been done, and today we are having one book in our hand. Don't think this is ordinary phenomena. If you see one book in my hand, behind this there is so much of endeavor is there. Lord Brahma onwards, entire parampara has worked for this. Today we are very easily saying. That's why this distribution of these books is very important. Distribution of the knowledge is so important. If some jiva is getting one book, it's not an ordinary thing. It's a phenomena which is to be cherished by that jiva. Kona bhagyavan. If a book has come into somebody's hand and then he is looking at it, kona bhagyavan. Very fortunate. So devotees recognize that, okay, behind me there is a big setup, entire parampara is there. Guru is there, parampara is there, Krishna is there ultimately. If Krishna has not decided to have some parampara in this world, let us say, he has not created any such thing, then we will be rotting here. We will be thinking this is all it is. Go on. So you can see so much of background. So that makes us very humble. Recognizing our insignificant position, either spiritually or even materially. That is called humility. And then if somebody gives a respect which is actually not belongs to me, we'll pass it on to Guru. If somebody says, oh, what a wonderful devotee you are, that capacity, that blessing has come from my spiritual master. So, no, it's my Guru's mercy. If the Guru's mercy has not come, we would have been big rowdies outside. Hey, Avra, will be like that. So we should know that this. I am able to do this much because my spiritual master has rescued me through other Vaishnavas. He has rescued me, and then this opportunity I got. Any other? Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
హరే కృష్ణ గోల్డెన్ టెంపుల్ వారి మరో అపురూప కానుక హరే కృష్ణ వాణి ఆధ్యాత్మిక మాసపత్రిక. ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా కూడా సులభంగా పత్రికలు చదువుకునే సౌకర్యం, వార్షిక సభ్యత్వం, భగవద్గీత, భాగవత ప్రవచనాలు, స్ఫూర్తి సందేశాలు, ఇంకా మరెన్నో సదుపాయాలతో హరే కృష్ణ వాణి మొబైల్ యాప్ నేడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. మరిన్ని వివరాల కోసం కాల్ చేయండి 9133107700.